Hello bookworms! Today I'm here to do a TBR video. As I have stated in a bunch of my other videos, I have been a little bit belated in doing my end of month, beginning of month videos for June and July because I did a bookshelf tour and then I was tired and then I went to Alaska, but now I'm back. And because July is also Booktubeathon, I thought that it would be fun to do kind of like a special edition TBR. Also, it's like the middle of July, so I've already started reading books for this month. But I really wanted to make a middle grade TBR because there are a lot of really great middle grade books that are out there. Some of them that I've been really dying to read that I just haven't had the chance to do so yet. So yeah, I thought that I would talk about some of them here in this video. So first I want to thank Disney Books for partnering with me on this video. This is a paid promotion by Disney-Hyperion in order to celebrate the third book in the Serafina series, which is Serafina and the Splintered Heart by Robert Beatty. This book actually hit shelves on July 3rd, so it is already out. You're able to go to your local bookstore and pick it up and read it. Because this is the third book, I don't want to spoil anything that happens in the earlier books. Actually, all three of these are on my TBR. I already started reading the first one and I'm really enjoying it so far. The first book is Serafina and the Black Cloak, and the second book is Serafina and the Twisted Staff. So all three of these books follow a girl named Serafina. They all take place at the Biltmore Estate in North Carolina in Asheville. And that is like a really historic, really, really beautiful place. The estate was built by one of the Vanderbilts. So it's really grand, really, really fancy. So in the first book, we meet Serafina. She is very closely tied to Biltmore Estate, but she's also a secret. Nobody that lives in the estate knows that she exists. Her father is the maintenance man on the estate, and she has been living in secret underground with him for as long as she can remember. But we find out that there is more to Biltmore Estate than meets the eye. There is a man in a black cloak who is going around and he is kidnapping children, and Serafina ends up solving that mystery, and she also learns a couple of things about herself and the forest that surrounds the Biltmore Estate. And in the first book, she also teams up with one of the Vanderbilts who is currently living at the estate. And then in the second book, there's another mystery that unfolds, and she solves that one as well. And now that brings us to the third book, The Splintered Heart, which I am really, really excited to read once I finish these two. Also, just from the quotes on the backs of these, they're very eerie and haunted, and there is just so much history that goes along with this estate. I actually looked it up online before I started filming this video, and it's been around for so many years, and you can go to Asheville and visit it, which I really want to do. That's actually on my bucket list of places that I want to visit in the near future. So I'm really excited about these. Next on my list is Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian. This is the final book in the Percy Jackson series, and I cannot wait to finish it. I really have been enjoying the past couple of books. I was a little bit iffy on the first one, and then I ended up falling in love with the series once I read the third one. So I'm really excited to wrap it up, read this conclusion, and then move on to Magnus Chase, which I cannot wait to get to because that one is about Norse mythology. But I'm really, really excited about this. I can't believe that I only have one left. I feel like I just can't believe that I've already gotten almost to the end. The next series that's on my list is the Magisterium series by Cassandra Clare and Holly Black. The first book is The Iron Trial. I believe there are about 4 of them that are out now, but I have really been wanting to read this because obviously I love Cassandra Clare's Shadowhunter world, and now I am obsessed with Holly Black's The Cruel Prince, so I really want to read the books that they have teamed up on. And I've actually heard this series being compared to Harry Potter, so I always go into that with a little bit of trepidation, but it still piques my interest. This book follows a guy named Callum who is the opposite of most kids who would do anything to pass the Iron Trial. Callum actually wants to do anything he possibly can to fail. His whole life he's been warned by his father to stay away from magic and about how dangerous it is and how bad it is, so if he passes the Iron Trial he'll be admitted into the Magisterium, and if he goes there he's certain that really bad things are gonna happen to him. So it sounds really interesting. I love magic obviously, so I'm really looking forward to reading that series. I actually am the next person at my library to get the ebook of The Iron Trial, so I should be reading that very soon. Then I have Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians by Brandon Sanderson. I love Brandon Sanderson's adult books, so I'm really, really interested in reading his middle grade, and also the fact that it involves librarians has definitely sold me. So it follows a boy named Alcatraz, and on his birthday he receives or rather inherits a bag of sand from his parents, and he's kind of what? And then it's immediately stolen and he finds out that it is not an ordinary bag of sand. And then he must team up and try to stop all of these evil librarians that I think are just like hoarding knowledge and trying to take over the free kingdoms as well. They already currently are in control of like the United States and Canada and some other places. And it's Brandon Sanderson, so you can't really go wrong there. And last on my list is Aragon, but actually all 4 books in the Inheritance cycle by Christopher Paolini. I remember my brother reading these and loving these when we were kids, and they involve dragons, as you see from the cover there. There's a boy who gets this blue stone, and I think he thinks that something else is going to happen, but it ends up bringing along like a dragon hatchling. It says that he's thrust into a new world of like danger and destiny and power and magic with only an ancient sword and the guidance of an old storyteller to help him lead the way through this new world. So it sounds really interesting. There are 4 very long books in the series. I believe they've also been kind of compared to like Lord of the Rings, so I do believe that they start off a little bit on the drier side, but I've heard that by the end of the series they definitely get like very, very intriguing, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one at some point as well. There are other books that I have on my middle grade TBR, but those are like the top ones that I'm really planning on reading like very soon, like before the end of the year. So I wanted to show those to you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you're also excited about the Serafina books because they're just like so magical. So yeah, that is all that I have for this video. Let me know some of your favorite middle grade books because I feel like middle grade is a genre that I haven't really read enough of. Even when I was younger, I feel like I was always reading kind of above my my like reading level, but I've always been intrigued by like the magic and the stories and everything that go into middle grade books. Oh, you know what? I also really want to read Furthermore by Tara Mafi. I have not done that yet, and I probably should have included that here. And the Fablehaven series. I've read the first book in the Fablehaven series, and that was really good too. But I haven't read the rest of them, and I need to do that. So again, let me know any of your favorite middle grade books, and I will see you guys soon in a new video. Bye!